It is time, Raider Nation. Here I am, going to go through the 2021 NFL Raiders schedule. How you guys like? I got the flag behind me. I'm excited to go through it. If you guys are here, it's going to be a fun time. So I'm going to go game by game for you guys. But if you guys don't know who I am, Joe Morley Sports, also co-founder of the War Zone Sports Network. So go check that one out. But here we go. We're going to go game by game of the Raiders schedule. Just came out yesterday. I'll let you know my wins, my predictions. It's still early. It's really early. We haven't got the training camp. We haven't done anything like that. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just for you guys out there. All right, that was my intro if you guys don't know, but welcome to the Joe Morley Sports Show. If you guys already know, I can put it up right now. If you guys don't know who I am, check it. You got to go check my content, but here's the 2020 schedule right here for the Raiders this upcoming season. Some tough, if you're looking at this as the tough schedule for the Raiders, a lot of tough things going on, a lot of tough opponents. This is according to a lot of the things that you read, this is the 8th hardest schedule based on strength of schedule. If you guys pay attention to that. So this is a second place because the Raiders came in second place last year. This is it right here. So they get the second place schedule. And they get, I'll go through each game right now, but just looking at it right off the bat, you're looking like, dang, this is tough. So John Gruden's sitting there, and he's like, oh, Raiders need to go. But this is John Gruden. John Gruden is our head coach. John Gruden is here. This is going into his 4th season. So this is the make or break year. We want to see what Gruden can do. Mayock has brought his players in. Mayock has been the genius. But you see those trophies behind you, Mike Mayock? You see those trophies? That's what we want. That's what we want in Las Vegas. We want those trophies. You're brought here to bring us those trophies. Let's go. Bring us those trophies. Let's get those players that you've been drafting, and let's get them going right now. So Mayock has a lot, but this fabulous Las Vegas, right? It's fabulous Las Vegas. People are coming to see what? This is going to be the first time people are in this beautiful stadium right here, 2021. They get to come here and see this stadium. So before I get into the schedule, and like I said, here is the schedule one more time so you guys can look at the whole thing, but I'm going to break it down myself. But I just want to talk a little bit about the Raiders. Last year, they start 6-3, 6-4, lost to Chiefs, and then just went downhill after that. Finished 8-8. We're hoping for another one. They're adding an extra game this year, so everybody's going to play 17 games this year, which is very tough. We got to get more from these two right here. This is our defense. We got to get better on defense. Jonathan Abram, Arnett, they have a lot of pressure, and the Raiders drafted like they were putting pressure on these guys. They need to stay healthy. They need to stay on the field. Abram a little bit needs to cover some guys, right? Our wide receiver core, are they scaring anybody? Not really. This is Edwards. I'm a big fan of Edwards, and I hope he breaks through, but he had some injuries last year. Henry Ruggs, this is a make-or-break year for him. Dude was the first wide receiver drafted last year. He needs to start acting like it. Derek Carr, if you don't like Derek Carr, get on out of here because Derek Carr is our quarterback, and he does some things that other quarterbacks haven't been able to do. And just look at his stats alone. Just last year, he threw for 4,000 yards, guys. Come on. Derek Carr threw for 4,103 yards, 27 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He's on fire. That's our quarterback. And the only other people that are scared of on the offense, so you got Derek Carr and you got Darren Waller and Josh Jacobs. Those are the two guys that are probably the only two guys that are scary to a defense that they have to make game plans for, right? So we got to hope that the other two wide receivers, like I said, Edwards and Ruggs, start making noise. Kenyon Drake started coming around, and John Gruden's offense gets it going. So that's what we're hoping for. I'm going to break down the schedule right now. If you guys don't know, this is what my opinion of the draft first-round pick. They put this up on the War Zone Sports Network when I was on there live. I've now since took that issue back, and I like Alex Leatherwood, and I like the moves that they're making. So we'll go through the schedule one by one right now. I'll show you one more time. Here's the main schedule. Tough schedule. In a tough division. We're going to do what we got to do, but we're starting off here. Starting off at home in Vegas, right? We're starting in Vegas. Week one, they bring in Lamar Jackson. They bring in the Baltimore Ravens defense on Monday Night Football. We already know how the Raiders perform on Monday Night Football. They come pumped up. They come ready. They come ready to play in that new stadium. So you got the Ravens Monday night game. It's going to be a tough game. Do I see the Raiders being able to stop Lamar Jackson? Yes, but is it a very tough matchup for this newly constructed defense and offensive line? I think yes. I'm going to say the Raiders lose this game. I'm gonna give you an L right off the bat, Raider Nation. It's not great. I could see them pulling it off, and if they pull it off, great. But I'm gonna give the L right here for the first game. But I think they play hard. I think they stop Lamar Jackson. I think they come more prepared than what people think, and we'll see what's going on. What's going on, Justin? Yeah, we're get the week 2 right now. We're gonna get the week 2 right now. Week 2. Personal one of my family. If you guys don't know, half of my family is mostly all Steeler fans. So it's Raider. I'm the only Raider fan in my family, and then there's a bunch of Steeler fans and a bunch of 49er fans in my family. So week 2 is going to be the battle of our family right there. And you know what? This is what I hate. I hate that the NFL continuously does this to West Coast teams. They continuously have the West Coast team go to the East Coast and play a 10 o'clock game. 10 o'clock our time, or Pacific time, 1 o'clock Eastern time. Why are they doing that? Why? And then we'll see like the Giants and Washington football team play at 4 o'clock Eastern, which is 1 o'clock this time. And they're both on the East Coast. None of them had to travel anywhere. We need to get it where the NFL is giving these West Coast teams the late window over there when they travel. It's the 49ers, the Rams, the Chargers, the Raiders, Seahawks. They're all having trouble when they go over there and playing that. It's hard to play a 10 a.m. game to wake up, especially, and I'm not trying to make excuses here. I'm just letting you know the Raiders are going to play the Ravens to start off hard-hitting game. It's going to be a hard-hitting, fun game, but Monday night excitement, and then you got to turn around and go from Monday night, fly to Pittsburgh, and play at 10 a.m. on a Sunday. It makes no sense, right? But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give the Raiders the W. They're going to get that win right there in Pittsburgh and start it all off. So I got right now, after 2 games, I got the Raiders 1-1, right? 1-1. Then let's see who they got next. They got the Miami Dolphins coming back to Vegas. What a great game that was last year. If you guys watched that one, it was a Sunday night game where Tua had to get pulled in the 4th quarter just to be able to come back. Ryan Fitzpatrick did some amazing throw to win that game. Remember, he got like his face mask pulled, and he was like, trying to throw it. So, well, I think the Raiders are able to win that game as well. So I'll give the Raiders that win. Then they play the Chargers, and it's in SoFi, the new stadium in Los Angeles. The Raiders go over there. So at that point, I have them at 2-1, right? 2-1 going in to Los Angeles. And it's going to be Justin Herbert, all that great game. You guys know how they are. It's a division opponent. It's going to be a good one. Last year it went into overtime in one game. The other game was 31-26, and it was like last second touchdown or whatever. So I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because I don't like the Chargers. And this is Monday night too. I forgot. This is 2 Monday night games in 4 weeks for the Raiders. Woo. I think they have a total of 4 primetime and a possibility of the 5th with whatever they do with the Browns. So 2 Monday night games. You know what? Give it the L. I'm gonna say they go 0-2 on Monday night. That's man, I should have thought this out more, right? I should have thought this out more. I'm gonna say the Raiders go 0-2 on Monday night to start the season. So Sorry, Raider fans. I'm going to give you the loss to the Chargers. I'm a Raider fan too. I'm just trying to be a realist here. Okay. I'm trying to go through it. So next game would be week 5 against the Chicago Bears. Khalil Mack. All you Raider fans out there that still say, I want Khalil Mack back. Where's Khalil Mack? Shut up. Khalil Mack is gone. He's been gone. Let it go. He's been gone for 3 years. Let it go. Let it go. Root for the damn team that's on the field right now. Let Khalil Mack go. You guys saw what we did to the Bears in London a couple seasons ago with the return of the Mack. John Gruden put him on his butt and didn't make Khalil Mack do one thing against the Raiders. It's going to happen again. Raiders get this W in week 5. I don't like Khalil Mack. No, that Khalil Mack trade was good. The Raiders won that deal fair and square. Week 6, Broncos, Raiders, Broncos. Ooh, at Broncos, Mile High. At least they're not going there in December when it's cold. I don't know what to think of this Bronco team right now, but I'm going to tell you, I think John Gruden has the coaching matchup against Vic Fangio. I think he knows how to beat Vic Fangio. They're always close games, always real close games, but John Gruden always pulls them out. So I'm going to give you the win right there in the Mile High Stadium in Denver. The Eagles, they're going to face the Eagles in week 7 in Vegas. I think the Eagles are the worst team, are going to be the worst team in the NFL next year. So I think this is going to be an easy win for the Raiders over Jalen Hurts, all that, going into the bye. So this is basically like giving them a second bye, helping the Raiders out right here versus the Eagles. So I'm going to give the Raiders the win versus the Eagles. Week 8, the Raiders have a bye. This is okay bye week because remember they're going to play 17 games now, so there's 18 weeks in the season. So they're basically getting the middle of the road bye week. Some people, I've seen bye weeks up to week 14. What kind of crap is that? Like, come on. I was a big component. If you're going to go 8 weeks, 18 weeks, you need to give them 2 bye weeks and make everybody have like a bye week in weeks 5 and 6, and then another bye week in week 12 and 13, and have them done. All teams on those 2 weekends or those 4 weekends, make it fair, make it good, but it is what it is. Week 8, they have a bye. Then they turn around and play the New York Football Giants and Danny Dimes, Kenny Golladay, all that. I think the Giants are a good team. I think they're going to be upgraded. I think it's going to be a very good, tough matchup. I think if Barkley's healthy, if Galladay's healthy, it's going to be a real tough for that, a matchup for that defense, the Raider defense. But I'm going to go with the Raiders. I'm going to Raiders. Yeah, look, I'm not giving the Raiders. I'm not saying the Raiders are going 17-0. So if you're watching this and you're thinking I'm giving wins, they're not going 17-0. Calm down. Week 10, Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs. Raiders, the only team to beat the Chiefs legitimately with Patrick Mahomes before Tampa Bay did it in the Super Bowl last year. I mean, the Chargers did beat them, but Mahomes wasn't playing that game. So Chiefs, Sunday Night Football that one's in Vegas too. Ooh, that one's going to be a close one. The Raiders play the Chiefs really good, and they came so close to beating them twice last year. They left Travis Kelce wide open with a minute left in the game to beat him that second time. The Raiders get hyped for the Chiefs, but I'm going to give them a loss here on Sunday night. Man, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking what I'm doing. Raider fans, you have all the right to be mad at me right now because I have them like going 0-3 in primetime games right now. That's, whoo, yeah, that wouldn't be happy to me. I wouldn't be happy. Me being a Raider fan personally, I'd be mad. But I do. Then week 11, I have them playing the Bengals, Joe Burrow. That offense, I think they're going to feast on the Bengals. I think they're going to knock them out. I don't think the Bengals – I think this is the year that Zach Taylor and the Bengals are like, no, Jamar Chase, you should have went offensive line. You might score some points, but is your defense going to stop anything? Is your offensive line going to be able to protect? We'll see. So I'm going to give the Raiders another win here. Nice thumbnail. Thank you, Mike. Working on a few things, trying to get better, trying to show it off, see what I can do. Thanksgiving Day, my day to eat. That's when the big boys come to eat. Isn't that the best day? Thanksgiving, when you're sitting there, I don't know how it is to be on the East Coast because your games start later. But on the West Coast, I love it because you got the first game like at 9:30 in the morning on Thanksgiving. So you got 9:30 in the morning. Then the next game starts like at 1 or 2, and then the last game is like 5:30 at night. So on the East Coast, I'm sure it's like late. It's like 12, 4, 8 or something like that. But on the West Coast, it's lovely. And the Raiders go to Dallas. They play the Dallas Cowboys right there on Thanksgiving. And last time, I always, like growing up, I always wanted my team to play on Thanksgiving, like because that's when the whole family's there, and then you're like, yeah, this is my team. You got to root for my team. Everybody's rooting for the team. And last time the Raiders were on Thanksgiving against the Cowboys, Cowboys ate them up. This year, I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think Derek Carr goes into Dallas and he wins this game. Derek Carr didn't get to play that game. I want to say it was Matt McGloin that played that Thanksgiving game against the Cowboys. So I think Raiders pull off a Thanksgiving celebration. Eat those drumsticks. Eat. They stop Zeke. They stop that Cowboys team. And they win that game in Week 12. Week 13, Washington football. Oh, this is Washington football team. It could be a team that could be scary, and it could be a team that is garbage, right? They could, depending on how they play on offense, is where this team's going to go, and how much they figure out that defense. How much NFL teams figure out what to do against that defense. So the Washington football team, I'm going to give the Raiders the loss here, just because they always seem to play up, and then I'm thinking they're going to look ahead to Week 14. So I'm going to give them the loss to the Washington football team. And if you're watching right now and you're a Raider fan, you might want to turn your eyes, because Week 14 against the Chiefs. So I just gave them the loss Week 13, Washington football team, right? I'm going to give them the double loss to the Chiefs. Lost 2 games, lose both games to the Chiefs this year. That's 2 in a row. And you're a Raider fan, you'll be sitting there like, what are they doing? Not again, right? Not 3 years in a row of starting off good and falling, but that's what I'm giving them. So they got 2 losses to the Chiefs. It'll be another close one, but this is at the Chiefs Week 14. Whew. Then the Browns, right? Then they got to play the Browns. A lot of people are trying to crown the Browns already. Like, the Browns are the champs, the Super Bowl champions, Baker Mayfield. Raiders only got to beat them because of the windstorm and all that. I think the Raiders match up good. I want to give the Raiders a win here, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. This could be that game that flips. This could be the game that could be the win or loss. So right now I'm going to put it as a loss against the Browns. So that would be 3 in a row. Woo! Raider fans would be having flashbacks right here and not liking it. And you're probably going off on me in the comments right now, not liking what I'm saying, because there's 3 losses in a row. But I'm trying to be realistic. But I can actually see him pulling off this Browns win, depending on how the Browns are playing. And the Raiders are actually pretty good at stopping. Like when they play top running backs, they're usually pretty good at stopping them. Then in Week 16, they play the Broncos in Vegas. They get back on the winning track right here. I say they sweep the Broncos this year. A lot of people are high on the Broncos. A lot of people are high on Vic Fangio. I don't see it. That defense is aging. Yeah, they brought in some better players, but I don't think it's going to be enough to do it. I think the Raiders sweep the Broncos. They get their win in Week 16. Week 17, Colts. Are you guys looking forward to that one? Like, I'm not looking forward to that one. Colts are a pretty good team. I think they hold tight, but I think they're another loss right there. Whew. Week 18, the newest week on the schedule, right? Because usually Week 17 was it. Week 18, they got the Chargers to finish off the season at home. I had them losing in Week 4 to the Chargers on Monday Night Football, but I'm going to have them winning this one to win out the game. So Justin Herbert, I don't know. Maybe this one is the playoff implication one. Maybe this is the one. Win or go home, right? Winner of this. Maybe they're both tied at the same record, and this is the game that puts them over the top. So if you guys want to look, I'll just recap my schedule. Here's the actual schedule, right? Here's the schedule of who they're playing, and then here's my predictions. So I have them losing Week 1, right? Winning Week 2, winning Week 3, losing Week 4, starting 2-2, then 3-2, 4-2, 5-2. So 5-2 start going into the bye week, winning that 6th game after the bye week, 6-3, 7, 8, and then they lose, 3 in a row, and I have them finishing 10 what is that? 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 and 7. I have the Raiders going 10 and 7 this year. It sounds weird, right? Because normally it's like 10 and 6, but 10 and 7. If you look at that, but this Browns game, the Browns game has an L right now. I could see that one turning into a W, and that could be 11. That could be the 11th win right there. That could be the playoff matchup right here. So I have the Raiders being in the playoff picture. I'm not sure if that 10 wins with the extra game will be the one that gets you there or gets them in the playoffs. But this is where I see it. I could also see us flipping the Ravens and the Steelers victories right here at week 1. Week 1 being a win, the Steelers week 2 being a loss. I could see that. And then I could also see him, flipping the Chargers, winning week 4, losing week the last week of the season, week 18. So a lot of things going on. I could see him pulling off 1 or 2, or actually, and then also losing a couple more. But I'm going to go right here. This is where I felt comfortable with it at 10 and 7. Yeah, I'm giving them the loss to the Chargers on Monday night, week 4. I don't know. When I was going through this, I didn't think that they would be. I mean, I could see it. I could see it in my eyes where where the Raiders go win, at least finish off before the bye week with 1 loss. But something tells me that the Raiders are going to pull a Raider move, right? They'll pull a Raider move and they'll lose a game that they're not supposed to lose, or they'll miss a kick, or something is going to happen in that game. And John Gruden's going to come like, man, boy, what are we doing, boy? Let's get this going. So that's where I'm at on that one. So you guys look at here's my predictions one more time. I have 10 and 7 for the Raiders. Like it or not, I would say the floor would be 7 wins. I mean, that's the worst I could see the Raiders doing is probably 7 wins. The ceiling would be 12 wins because I could see them pulling off 1 or 2 more of these games. So I'm going 10 and 7. Floor is 7 wins, which would give them 7 and 10, and then ceiling would be 12 and 5. Right? I'm not the greatest math guy, but that's what I'm going with. So I don't know. Is John Gruden clapping for me right now? Is he like, yeah, I like that, or get out of here? Will Mike Mayock be happy with that season? Will 10 and 7 be able to get him in the playoffs? And people in Vegas were like, yeah, let me collect my money because the Raiders are going to town. And will Derek Carr be the guy? Right? I love Derek Carr. I think he's going to be it, and unless they make a trade for Aaron Rodgers or something crazy like that, Derek Carr is the guy, and Derek Carr is the guy you should be leaving. And that's about it. So that was my 2021 NFL Raiders schedule breakdown and my prediction of what's going to happen. It's tough. I don't even look at the preseason. Preseason is nothing, guys. But this is what we're looking at. Tough games, tough matchup. And then here's what I'm thinking. Yes, there's a couple games that could go both ways, and I think the Raiders can pull some up. But like I said, 7 is the floor. 10 is what I'm comfortable with saying. And 12 is where I'll say the ceiling is. So, you guys, check me out, Joe Morley Sports, on Instagram, on YouTube. Of course, that's where you are right now. Let me pull this off the screen. TikTok, I'm on TikTok. Everywhere you want to find me, I'm there. Joe Morley Sports. Also, check out the Warzone Sports Network. A lot of great things going on over there. Raider Nation, let's have a great year. Let's do this, Raider Nation. I'm Joe Morley. I'm out of here.